City of Shadows, the lone survivor. The city lay in eerie silence, the once bustling streets now desolate and overgrown with weeds. Windows were shattered, buildings crumbled, and abandoned cars littered the roads. Alex moved cautiously through the debris, his senses heightened and every noise making him flinch. He had to stay alert. Roving gangs patrolled these streets and they were armed and dangerous. As Alex crouched behind a rusted car, he scanned the area. His heart pounded in his chest, but he forced himself to breathe slowly, to stay calm. He had been moving through the city for hours, avoiding confrontations whenever possible. But now, he could hear footsteps approaching. He peeked over the car's hood and saw a group of men, their rifles slung over their shoulders, moving methodically down the street. Alex reached for his own weapon, a sleek black rifle, and checked the ammunition. He couldn't afford to miss. The men were getting closer, their voices low and tense. Alex waited until they were almost upon him before he sprang into action. He aimed carefully and fired, the shot hitting one of the men squarely in the chest. The others scattered, shouting in surprise. He didn't wait to see their reaction. He bolted from his hiding spot, weaving through alleys and ducking into doorways. He could hear the gang members behind him, their footsteps heavy and their voices growing louder. Alex's mind raced as he plotted his next move. He had to keep moving, keep them guessing. Ducking into an abandoned building, Alex found a staircase and hurried up to the second floor. From a broken window, he had a clear view of the street below. He watched as the gang members regrouped, looking around frantically for their unseen attacker. Taking a deep breath, Alex steadied his aim and fired again. Another man went down. The gang was in disarray now, shouting and pointing in different directions. Alex knew he had the advantage. They were panicking, and he was hidden. He crept down the hallway looking for another vantage point. Finding a small room with a cracked window, he took up position, his rifle at the ready. Suddenly, a movement in the corner of his eye caught his attention. He turned just in time to see one of the gang members creeping up the staircase. The man hadn't seen Alex yet, but he was close. Too close. Alex raised his rifle and fired, the shot echoing through the empty building. He decided to make his final move. He slipped out of the building and circled around, keeping low and out of sight. When he was close enough, he took aim and fired again. Another man down. The remaining gang members were frantic. Alex could see the fear in their eyes. He moved in for the final strike, taking cover behind a crumbling wall. He fired twice more, and the last of the gang fell. Alex stood there for a moment, his rifle still raised, the adrenaline coursing through his veins. "Game over! Last man standing!" a voice boomed from above. Alex blinked in confusion. He looked around and slowly, the abandoned city transformed. The crumbling buildings and rusted cars were replaced with padded walls and colorful obstacles. The gang members he'd taken out were getting up, laughing and clapping each other on the back. They pulled off their masks, revealing broad grins. A referee appeared, holding up a flag. "Congratulations, Alex. You took out the last player on the opposing team. Your team wins." Alex laughed, pulling off his own mask. The tension and fear melted away, replaced with exhilaration. His friends emerged from their hiding spots, cheering and high-fiving him. He had been the last man on his team, and he had pulled off the impossible. As they walked off the paintball field, Alex couldn't help but smile. The abandoned city may have been a battlefield, but in the end, it was just a game, and he had won it for his friends. Like and subscribe for more suspenseful stories.